Welcome back, everybody, to this birthday special, in which it's time to play Jeopardy for the Sega CD. One of the toughest Jeopardy games out there ever made, but I'm up for the challenge.
Welcome. Let's play Jeopardy.
Last time I played this game was on Eugene's birthday special, in which I won $10,000. What will happen in this game?
Players. Please enter your name.
Hey, Tiger. Here we go. Time for the Jeopardy. Hopefully the categories will be in my favor.
In the Jeopardy round, one daily double will appear in one of these categories.
Categories we're going to be dealing with for the Jeopardy round are European history. Interesting. Our second category is music. What is category number 3? Women. There's a lot of them out there. Number 4. Michelangelo, a famous artist. Category number 5. Politicians. I'm going to try to avoid that one as much as possible. And we're going to deal with some famous quotes. Alright. As I look over the categories carefully, I'm going to start things off with European history for 100.
For $100.
Under Tito, this country was expelled from the Soviet bloc in 1948.
Contestant number 1.
I'm going to take a guess and say what is
You'll have
Spain.
60 seconds to provide your response.
No, it's not Spain, so I'm not off to a good start.
Sorry, incorrect. Anyone else?
Tito, this country was expelled from the Soviet bloc in 1948. It was Yugoslavia. We're looking for Yugoslavia. Alright, let's try again. European history for 200.
For $200.
The Enlightenment, which began in Europe in the 1600s, was also known as the Age of this.
Contestant number 1.
What is innocence? No.
Sorry, incorrect.
Foop. Oh, foop. Oh, foop. The Age of Reason. Okay. Well, let's try again. European history for 300.
For $300. Let's take a look at the end.
It began in Germany on October 31st, 1517.
Contestant number 1.
What is Halloween?
No, I'm afraid that is not correct.
God almighty, I'm doing terrible. What am I gonna do? I'm looking for the Protestant Reformation. Alright, let's try again on European history for 400. May as well.
For $400.
The 843 Treaty of Verdun divided his empire among his heirs.
Contestant number 2.
I have a hunch, but I will hold back. Charlemagne, and that was my hunch.
Good job.
But I didn't buzz in time. Eh. It is what it is. Next clue. Michelangelo for 500. This statue was moved from its present spot in 1873 and a copy was put at the old spot, the Piazza della Signoria.
Contestant number 1.
I'm gonna say, what is the Pieta? Oh, no!
Sorry, incorrect.
Son of a biscuit. I am off to a bad start. Oh, David, the other one. Ugh. All right, stay calm. Stay calm. It's just the beginning.
For $100.
Music for 100. One of two musicals for which Rodgers and Hammerstein won a Pulitzer Prize. One of two.
Contestant number 1.
Let me think about this one carefully. I will try my luck. And say, what is Oklahoma? There we go, that's one of them. That's more like it.
Yes, that's correct.
Yay. Let's continue with music for 200. Daily Double.
It's the Daily Double.
I'm going to do 500, the maximum allowed.
How much would you like to bet?
Julian Adderley's nickname, it's a mispronunciation of cannibal. A mispronunciation of cannibal. Julian Adderley's nickname, it's a mispronunciation of cannibal. I don't know.
Incorrect.
I don't have a clue. Cannonball! Ah, Cannonball. Music for 300.
For $300.
This jazz saxophonist wrote the pieces Now's the Time and Yardbird Suite. For some reason, I think it's Charlie Parker. But I'm not going to buzz in. Oh, but I should have. Charlie Parker. Ah. Music for 400.
For $400. The answer is...
This tenor made his operatic debut at the Teatro Nuovo in his hometown of Naples in 1894.
Contestant number 3.
Enrico Caruso.
Good job. For $400. Let's take a look at the answer.
The wise want love, and those who love want wisdom, he wrote in Prometheus Unbound.
Contestant number 2.
Percy Bysshe Shelley.
Good job.
These categories and clues are not in my favor.
For $500. The answer is...
Lord Byron wrote, maidens like these insects are ever caught by glare. Fireflies? Moths. Okay.
For $200. Here is the clue.
When asked what sort of death was best, this Roman answered, a sudden death. How prophetic.
Contestant number 2.
Julius Caesar. Oh, yeah.
Right.
We're getting a telephone call. Not for me, though. So we're good. Alright, back to the game.
For $500.
In the 1980 presidential election, this independent candidate received about 7% of the popular vote.
Contestant number 2.
Well, I wasn't alive back then. John Anderson.
Correct. For $300.
In recognition of his 48 years in the White House in the House of Representatives, he was affectionately known as Mr. Sam.
Contestant number 1.
I'm going to take a guess and say who was Sam Rayburn.
Right.
That's more like it. Let's have famous quotes 100.
For $100.
Relax, Salvador wrote, a meal without wine is like one of these without sunshine. A day, alright.
For $300. Let's take a look at the end.
Oscar Wilde wrote, we are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at these heavenly bodies.
Contestant number 1.
What are the stars? Yeah!
Yes, that's correct.
Music for 500.
For $500.
This period of music is said to have ended with the death of Bach in 1750.
Contestant number 1.
Alright. I will say... Let me think about this. I'll say what is the classical. No, that's not it.
Sorry, incorrect. Anyone else? Contestant number 2.
The Baroque period. Oh.
Correct. For $100.
In 1950, she was named AP Woman Athlete of the first half of the 20th century. Mildred Babe Didrikson Zaharias.
For $200. The answer is...
From 1954 to 1960, this etiquette expert hosted a TV show called It's in Good Taste.
Contestant number 1.
Who is Miss Manners?
Sorry, incorrect.
Son of a biscuit. Amy Vanderbilt. Yeah.
For $300.
Her words to the Battle Hymn of the Republic first appeared in the Atlantic Monthly in February 1862.
Contestant number 1.
Who was... How?
Yes.
There we
That's
go.
correct. For $400.
While with the U.S. Bureau of Fisheries, this biologist wrote Under the Sea and the Sea Around Us.
Contestant number 3.
Rachel Carson. Oh, yeah.
Good job. For $500. Here is the clue.
After fleeing from Norway, Viking Ingolfur Arnarsson became the first settler of this country. Is it Iceland? It is Iceland. Ah.
For $500.
This director of the Boston Cooking School introduced the use of precise measurements for all ingredients. Fanny Farmer.
For $200.
Senate Majority Leader from 1980 to 84, he became President Reagan's Chief of Staff in 1987.
Contestant number 3.
Howard Baker.
Yes. For $100.
In the 1988 vice presidential debate, he told Dan Quayle, "You're no Kennedy."
Contestant number 1.
Say who is Bush. George Bush. No.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Contestant number 2.
Lloyd Benson Jr.
Good job. For $400.
The last name of the brothers who were governors of New York and Arkansas during the 60s.
Contestant number 2.
Rockefeller.
Good job. For $200.
Vasari categorized him as a painter, a sculptor, and for his work on St. Peter's as this.
Contestant number 2.
An architect.
Yes. Select. For $300.
Though he died in Rome, he was buried in this city where he spent his youth.
Contestant number 1.
Let's say what is Venice?
Sorry, that's incorrect. Contestant number 2.
Florence.
Yes, select again. For $400.
At his death, he left unfinished another one of these statues showing Christ and the Virgin. A Pieta. Alright.
For $100.
It said that for months after this project, he could only read a letter when he held it above his head.
Contestant number 1.
What is the Sistine Chapel?
Yes, that's correct.
And I get to start the Double Jeopardy round. I'm at minus 1600. I'm not doing great.
Good work, contestants. Now let's begin the Double Jeopardy round. There are 2 daily doubles on the board, and here are the categories.
We have Iowa, movie nostalgia, writing instruments, biology, the Olympics, and finally, pros and cons. Each word are in quotation marks.
Contestant number 1. For $200, here is the clue.
Phagocytes are blood cells of this color that act as scavengers.
Contestant number 1. You'll have 60 seconds to provide your response.
What is green?
Sorry.
Dang it!
Contestant number 2.
White. Oh.
Yes, that's correct. For $400.
This pure gas is a byproduct of photosynthesis.
Contestant number 1.
What is carbon dioxide?
Sorry, that's incorrect.
Man! Just oxygen. Ah!
The answer there is one of the 2 daily doubles.
I'll be surprised if I ever get out of the hole.
What would would you like to wager? Here is the clue.
With walls as thin as one cell, they connect arteries and veins.
Oh, sorry. That's not right.
Capillaries? Yeah, capillaries.
For $1,000.
The presence of this chromosome in a set of 23 pairs indicates the set is from a human male.
Contestant number 1.
What is Y? Yes!
Yes, that's correct. For $800.
The Russian scientist with whom we associate the phrase conditioned response.
Contestant number 1.
Who's Pavlov?
Yes.
There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's take Iowa for 200.
For $200.
The U.S. received Iowa's land as part of this 1803 deal with France. What is the Louisiana Purchase?
Contestant number 1.
There we go. Iowa 200.
Yes. Select again.
Now we're getting somewhere.
For $400.
This river gives the state its eastern boundary.
Contestant number 1.
I will say, what is the Mississippi?
Yes.
Now I've got some money. Iowa 600.
For $600. Answer.
This state nickname probably honors Black Hawk, an Indian chief.
Contestant number 1.
What's the state nickname of Iowa? It's not the Cornhusker State. Okay, an Indian chief. What is the state nickname of Iowa? I can't remember. What is the Mohawk State? I don't know.
Sorry, incorrect. Anyone else?
I forgot. Hawkeye State! Ah!
For $800. Here is the clue.
This American Gothic painter was born in Anamosa and died in Iowa City.
Contestant number
Who is
1.
Grant Wood?
Yes. Select again.
Iowa for 1,000.
For $1,000.
Louis Joliet and this French priest were the first 2 Europeans to visit Iowa's territory in 1673. Father Jacques Marquette. Movie nostalgia for 200.
For $200.
By the end of the film, her father, mother, daughter, and 2 of her husbands are all gone with the wind.
Contestant number
Who is
1.
Scarlett O'Hara?
Yes.
Movie Nostalgia 400.
For $400.
In 1957, this high noon star made Love in the Afternoon with Audrey Hepburn. Gary Cooper. Movie Nostalgia for 600, please.
For $600.
The title of this 1942 film, Carole Lombard's Last, is the first line of a soliloquy from Hamlet. To be or not to be? Okay.
For $800.
Burt Lancaster played German Judge Ernst Jenny in this 1961 film about criminals.
Contestant number 2.
Judgment at Nuremberg.
Yes, that's correct. For $1,000. The answer there is...
In different adaptations of this play, Fairbanks tamed Pickford and Burton tamed Taylor.
Contestant number 2.
The Taming of the Shrew. Yeah, I wanted to say that,
Yes.
but I didn't think about it in time. We have 3 categories left.
For $200.
An informal lecture illustrated by drawing is this type of talk.
Contestant number 1.
What is chalk? Oh,
Ooh, I'm
I
sorry.
misspelled it.
That's wrong.
I meant to put a K, not a C, but it's okay. Just gotta hang in there. Yeah, I meant to, I would have been right. I meant to put a K. Ugh.
For $200. The answer is...
In the U.S., most grape juice and grape jelly are made from this variety of grape.
Contestant number 1.
What is Concord?
Right.
Pros and cons 400. The other daily double.
It's a daily double. What would you like to wager?
1,000.
Answer?
This Utah city was named for a Canadian fur trapper who visited the area in 1825. What is Provo?
Good job.
Now we're getting somewhere. Pros and cons 600.
For $600, here is the clue.
The poorest class of working people, or the lowest class of citizens in ancient Rome. Proletariat. Proletariat.
For $800.
It's also known as a surrogate's court. Is it a convent? No, a probate court, thank God.
For $1,000.
From the Latin for to know thoroughly, it's a person with astute discrimination in the arts.
Contestant number 3.
Connoisseur.
Yes. For $800, let's take a look at the end.
Katarina Witt was the second woman to win solo figure skating golds 2 games in a row. She was the first.
Contestant number 2.
Sonia Heaney.
Correct. For $600, the answer is...
Paolo Nurmi was nicknamed the Flying One of These.
Contestant number 3.
Finn.
Yes. For $1,000, the answer there is...
The only aquatic sport in which men and women can compete against each other. Yachting. Oh, okay. I had no idea yachting was an Olympic sport.
For $200.
First used in Antwerp in 1920, the Olympic flag shows 5 of these on a white background. What are rings?
Contestant number 1. Yes, that's correct. For $400.
In the 264 BC games, Belastiche, a woman of Macedonia, owned the winning team in these races.
Contestant number 1.
What are the chariot races?
Correct.
Alright.
For $400.
Lewis Waterman patented the first practical one of these with a self-contained reservoir.
Contestant number 1.
What is a fountain pen?
Yes, select again. For $600.
Hallmark owns the company that makes this brand of crayons. What's Crayola?
Contestant number 1. Yes, that's correct. For $800,
In 1861, Eberhard Faber built the first factory to produce these in the U.S. Pencils. I wanted to say that, but I wasn't 100% sure. Now the last clue.
for $1,000,
A phonograph needle, or the sharp instrument used for writing or engraving.
contestant number 2,
A stylus. Oh, yeah.
yes, that's correct.
Oh, well. There's still a chance here. There's still a chance. There's still a chance that I might pull off a win.
We're back for Final Jeopardy. And the Final Jeopardy category for today is
Man in space. Alright.
contestant number 1. Contestant number 1, what would you like to wager? The Final Jeopardy clue is
The only person to have made just one orbit of the
your
Earth.
response. Good luck.
I'm going to say who is John Glenn.
Contestant number 2. Contestant number 2. How much would you like to bet? The Final Jeopardy clue is you'll have 60 seconds to provide your response. Good luck.
Oh, she doesn't know. May have a chance.
Contestant number 3. Contestant number 3. What would you like to wager?
See who that is on the phone. It's for my mom. We're good.
The Final Jeopardy clue is you'll have 60 seconds to provide your response. Good luck.
Oh, it's not John Glenn.
Contestant number 3. Your Final Jeopardy response was
Yuri Gagarin.
good job.
Yuri Gagarin, so I would have been wrong. Foop.
And your Final Jeopardy wager was your total. Contestant number 1. Your Final Jeopardy response was incorrect.
Oh, well. At least I tried. At least I tried.
And your Final Jeopardy wager was
So the birthday bank remains at $1,646,610.
contestant number 2. Your Final Jeopardy response was, oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong. And your Final Jeopardy wager was your total. Contestant number 3, you are now the reigning Jeopardy champion. Congratulations.
And I'll see you all for that next segment, everybody, right after this. We'll be right back.